Namaskar. This video is about photosynthesis for class 9 and 10 of English medium students. Basically, the basic idea of what is photosynthesis, where photosynthesis occurs, where chlorophyll presents, where the light reaction occurs, what is the basic structure of stomata and the chloroplast, what is actually the ultrastructure of chloroplast, and where the reaction occurs, how photolysis occurs. Now let's start. If we consider, if we see a leaf, basically the structure is a part of a leaf, a transverse section of a leaf will show the three different layers: the epidermal layer, the major layer, the outermost layer is a cuticle layer, it's the epidermal layer. Then below the epidermal layer is mesophyll cell. This mesophyll cell is very vital and perform the photosynthesis reaction. This mesophyll cell contains chloroplasts. The chloroplast is cell organelle present only in the higher plants, that is photosynthetic plants. So this chloroplast is present here in mesophyll cell, and in spongy parenchyma cells is also there, and just here the vascular bundle, and in the lower epidermis stomata present. Stomata are nothing, we all know that stomata is nothing but a small aperture, a tiny aperture present lower surface of the leaf for gaseous exchange or exchange of carbon dioxide, vapor, moisture, water, and release the excess water molecule from the body of a plant to the atmosphere, so that it regulates the temperature of a plant inside and outside, as well as absorption of water and minerals from soil through the xylem vessels. However, this is the stomata present. Now, the mesophyll cell contains the chloroplast. As I mentioned, it contains the chloroplast. So, what is actually the chloroplast? Here, the chloroplast is a membrane-bound cell organelle. How many membranes are there? Two membranes are there. Here, the outer membrane is the inner membrane. Inner membrane invaginates, folds upon itself to form a sac-like structures and forming a stacking structure like a stacking of a coin. This is called a thylakoid. This stacking structure together constituted structure is called thylakoid. And each pouch of a thylakoid is called grana lamellae. It's called granum lamellae. Singular is called granum, and when they are considered in more than two, it's called grana lamellae. And between the thylakoid there is small connections, narrow connection is there. These are called stroma lamellae. So what are these are stacking structure is called thylakoid, and connection between the thylakoid is called stroma lamellae, and each individual of a thylakoid is called granum or granum lamellae. However, in addition to these, there the small dots are present. These small dots are nothing but liquid substances, as a semi-solid substances present in the cytoplasmic, like that of cytoplasm. Here the 70th ribosome is present. Some protein molecules are present. It is actually a chloroplast is a semi-autonomous cell organelle. Semi-autonomous because it has its own protein synthetic machinery. As it has a 70th ribosome, it is a prokaryotic in nature, and it is so while actually in evolutionary view it was considered as a primitive algae. So it contains the ribosome and its own DNA is also there. So it is a semi-autonomous organelle. It's 50%. It depends on cells nucleus. and it is semi-autonomous. However, it is not the matter of consideration in this case. However, if we consider that what is actually occur in the Grana lamellae, light reactions, light reaction we will discuss later in this chapter. Light reactions occur in a Grana lamellae and dark reaction occur in a stroma, the liquid semi-solid substances. What is actually dark reaction? Dark reaction is nothing but the formation of glucose. It is not dependent on sunlight. It is independent of sunlight and occur anytime. But in a Grana lamellae, the reaction occur light reaction. So light reaction depends on sunlight. However, so Grana lamellae and stroma lamellae are the most important thing here. If we consider, if we very carefully take a look on the Grana lamellae, then what is present inside the pouch? Inside this, each pouch contains huge sac-like structures. These sac-like structures are called quantasomes. This term is quantasome is a unit, is a single unit of cell. Single unit of photosynthesis is called photosynthetic unit. Why? Inside the quantasome contain the chlorophyll molecules. Chlorophyll A, B, C, D, E, and carotenoids, xanthophyll, whatever the pigments present, it is present inside the quantasome. So quantasome is a photosynthetic unit. For the light reaction, all light reaction occur inside the quantasome. So this is the chronological structure, that is where actually chlorophyll present. Now inside there is a leaf. Leaf has a mesophyll cell. Inside the mesophyll cell there is a chloroplast. Inside the chloroplast there is a Grana lamellae. Inside the Grana lamellae there is a quantasome, and within the quantasome there is a chlorophyll molecule is there. Now let's consider the light reaction. What is actually the light reaction? Light reaction is also known as Hill reaction. It is also known as photolysis. It is a Hill reaction. You can ask it's a photolysis and oxidation of water. It is oxidation of water. Photosynthesis is actually an oxidation reduction reaction. We know also that oxidation occur. When oxidation will occur, reduction is a part. Reduction will also occur simultaneously. Without reduction, oxidation can't be possible. So, how the oxidation occur? Here, light reaction. What happens? We know that the light, in a physics, we know that the light is actually a bunch of photon molecules. And photon are nothing but a bunch of electrons. So when light falls on leaves, actually the electron hit the leaves. Electron is bunch of electron, thousand bunch of electron hits the, this is the electron bunch, hits the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll present in a ground state normally. After hitting the electrons or light, it will be excited. So from low energy level, it's normally in a dark condition, it's the low energy level, no light reaction occur, and when light falls on the chlorophyll, it will be activated and is going to the higher energy level with high electrons. Now what will it do with its electrons, extra electrons taken from the sunlight? These electrons will be used for the breaking of a water molecule. How? Here high energy electrons in chlorophyll helps to break down the water into H2O into H plus and OH molecules. H plus, OH minus. So water molecule is splitted, and this splitting occur in presence of chlorophyll as well as electron molecules. So this is a light reaction. This is also scientist Robin Hill in 1940 he was observed first. So if we take a closer look, what is actually the light reaction? Then we take the, if start with a 4H2O molecule, then 4H2O molecule in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll will divide into 4H plus and 4OH minus ion. 4H plus, that is 4 proton, and 4OH minus, that is OH molecules, radical with 4 electron here. We'll take 4 electron, 4OH minus ion is again divided into 4 electron, that is 4 electron is separated, and 4 OH minus 4H molecule, 2H2 and 1 molecule of oxygen. So oxygen and H2O, these are the byproduct of photosynthesis. We know that the oxygen and H2O is a byproduct of photosynthesis along with these electrons. So if we take the two H2O molecule again, then what will happen? When it's present sunlight and chlorophyll, it will be split into 2H plus and OH minus ion. 2H plus and 2H minus ion is again separated into 2 electron and one single molecule of water and half molecule of oxygen, that is single oxygen radical produced. Single oxygen. So this is a light reaction. If it will start with the 4H2O, then 2H2 and oxygen will produce a byproduct with 4 electron. It will start with the 2H2, then 1H2 and half oxygen or oxygen radical will produce 2 electron. So these are the main reducing energy. Plant store it. 2H, 4H plus and 4 electron. These are the most vital. And this reducing energy, why reducing energy? These energy, this electron and proton will be utilized in the next stage for the reduction of NADP, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate, for the reduction of NADP. And the reducing, that was the NADP is present normally. NADP in a later stage is present in normal condition, NADP plus condition. So 4 electron, 2 NADP plus molecule will be reduced to NADPH2 molecule. In the next stage we will discuss it.